I get so excited every time Riot releases a new champ. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not already totally happy with how the existing champions are balanced, or how I'm so thankful that they prioritized fixing other systemic problems with the game before adding more untested chaos onto the Rift. It's just that I get overwhelmed with excitement when I hear that there's a new member to this f***ed-up family that I've committed my life to. I typically go straight to the store and buy it. I don't even need to know its name because I own every champ and can just filter by unowned. Then I ignore any guides or videos that have come out on the champ because I'm going straight into a game, baby. And I'm not talking about the numerous modes that Riot provides as a way to specifically try new things without having severe negative impacts on other humans with goals around this game. I'm not even talking about normal lobbies because for some reason I want to go straight into ranked for my first time. Once I get into the game, the last thing on my mind is winning. Sure, that'd be nice, but I'm first timing this new beauty, so my only concern is testing out what happens when I run into the enemy team and jam my unevolved ape skull into my keyboard. My teammates may say what I'm doing is reportable, but we all know nothing's gonna happen because if they did report me, I can trust that Riot will just put someone exactly like me on their team in the next game, and the game after that too, where I will perform oh so consistently. I am your average league player. And this is what I do every time Riot releases a new champion.
Hi all, Ravi Davi here, and before I provide gripping commentary over the latest losers running it down in solo queue, I have two quick notes. First, I just now noticed that I left summoner names on and can't re-record the replay now, so don't be a douche and harass this person. They were just doing their best at being a stereotypical piece of shit ruining the integrity of ranked in this game, but I know firsthand that the internet is cruel and toxic, so if this person is you, just ping me and I can pay for you to change your name if my viewers aren't behaving. And second, the gameplay footage in this one was both recorded and clipped into highlights for me automatically without any work.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Today's sponsor is Outplayed, the free software that OBS's girl told him not to worry about. It automatically records and stores any highlights from your games that you've specified and then provides an easy as piss timeline to find those highlights without digging through tons of fluff gameplay to find them or storing large video files that are just killing your hard drive space. You can then export the highlights into a file or share them straight to your socials with one click of a button, and everything I just mentioned is 100% free. It works for tons of games even if you get sick of this piss pit, so use the link in my pinned comment to try it today. Alright, introducing our first time Nilah, the LP virgin in the bot lane, with the first scuffle that looks to be just about the most silver thing I've ever seen, as getting exhausted as her cue to go in as she then deems Senna the safer target to whip her sex tassel at. Good, very good, until that second charge of the douche dash is ready, so flash onto some Obama wife ass and a first blood goes to misunderstanding that a dash into two enemies means a dash into two enemies. I myself am playing Tristana mid because I too am an LP virgin, and I found that playing this broken bullshit of a pick helps me feel less inadequate as I start to roam more than a T-Mobile data plan, because Tucker time tits in the jungle I guess woke up and felt like going balls deep today. So I front flip go ass to grass arachnid, and then jumping to safety would be smart. Psych teabag this gravedigger, hopefully I don't get banned for sexual harassment. Oh hey Swain, nice of you to join us, and this ratchet ass resetting play goes in the lucky W column for me. But Katara has her head so far up her own ass she can only see jack shit, which means Spider-Man's dirty search history will be flying under the radar as she so elegantly uses her W as a decoration while running for her life. Nami carbonates two of the killers, which would have been clutch if Nilah didn't stop to sniff the sashimi shithole here, so she manages to catch a ride back to base again. Back at mid, I'm conflicted by the question of how do you counter an arcane character with another arcane character, baby, as I parkour onto that cough-ridden Inspector Gadget, impregnate his head with a bomb and then pop that hoe for the kill. But you may have noticed in chat our support's taking a wild guess as to what her lane mate is doing, and a quick scouting report down there does indeed show that there's a lot stand-stilling followed by a lot more of stand-stilling, so I too am with Nami. This bitch is totally reading her tooltips right now. And I'm also guessing she just found out her Q gives her attack speed and was just dying to try it. Hey, her E is a dash, that's cool, might as well push those buttons a few times. Forget about the wave or playing correctly, it's time to learn this champ in rank, she says in a clueless tone. So at this point I'm thinking the Obamas might have already served 2 terms, but they are on pace to be the most powerful couple in the world again at this rate, so I take a vacation down south for some slaughter, as fish tits here proves that ghost sperm circles can still surf, which makes her the first lady of the uninvited fates. But here's the thing, not 2 minutes later she zoomed, which means they're doomed, and unfortunately she doesn't know that her W would be a wise choice when getting dove by multiple marksmen. So I'm weighing my odds of salvaging that shit fest when I decide that I don't have a snowball's chance in hell, so I start heading home, only for Mr. Back Dick Arm Laser to be there, so I go happy hoppy I'm so sloppy, flash the Area 52 zone and then force a game of follow the flashing leader, which eventually ends poorly for him. No, he's dead, bitch, but unfortunately Nilah is too, as she has made it abundantly clear so far that she is a harmless walking sack of cash for any nearby enemy to claim, so Obama's wife doesn't hesitate to run up and wrap the zombie hands around her ankles so that her and her hubby can jizz monkey all kinds of piss on her once again. And while she is off enjoying the black and white view of the rift at a rate of once every other minute, I am now telling Sasha Sushi Roll here if she can tidal wave this cripple, I'd be willing to share a side of the kill cash we get from taking a dump on it. Meanwhile Nilah is more overextended than a dislocated elbow, and unfortunately having 6 IQ and 0 clue how to play that champ is not exactly the 1v2 recipe in this case. So at this point I'm slowly letting go of any hope at earning LP in this one, knowing that there's an ATM for the enemy team that has been installed bot, so I ask if this is the stereotypical first time type of thing, to which she pings her own horribly incorrect rune as a way of shamefully admitting that I was damn right. And while I can respect the self-awareness, she started acting like acknowledging her own ineptitude meant she could embrace it by just willy-nilly running into shit and spamming her buttons, because why the hell not at this point. Let's see those pretty spell effects as we are shoveling cash into the bad guys' pockets. That said, there's red meat on the menu at McDragon's, so everyone is lined up with their barbecue sauce as I'm trying to see if Victor wants to slip away and give me a tuggy with his fucked up third neck arm, but he declined, which meant we had to join the other morons hanging out at the cookout, which was actually historic because newbie Nilah got her first kill ever before getting knocked out for a 65th straight time as I parkour teabag her dead corpse before hitting a flash to spank Inspector Gadget's ash and secure some cleanup cash. And here's where I start to have a problem with this failed abortion of a player. People are over here trying their ass off to get LP, and the idea of winning this game isn't even a dick's piss sprinkle of a thought on her mind, as she is now more into just running into their team and seeing what her ult looks like, as if this is a beginner bot custom lobby. Our whole team is watching this, commenting on how absurdly atrocious this behavior is, all while knowing there's absolutely nothing Riot would ever do to punish it. After all, she bought their new champ on day 1. She is their ideal customer in this case, even if it means handing out lumps of free cash to every Tom, Dick and Harry on the enemy team. I'm over here sweating my small hopping rabbit dick off correctly, using my attack champ's only toggle for the first time successfully ever, instead of desk popping a cap into a minion's face, which I totally never have done in the past, but it doesn't matter. Cause I'm going to first time this champ without a kitten nipples worth knowledge about her in the ranked mode of this game is present. A perfect problem, one that I've been talking about ever since I became a rapper around Yone's release. Oh snap, patch from Riot. Read the notes, new champ, I gotta buy it. Took a look but no guides out to describe it. I guess ranked lobbies are where I'm headed to try it.